You're watching Cheery TV.
You guys see that? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is that? That's so weird. Why is that doing what it's doing? It's just, it's not even like over the words. It's just having a stroke. Hello? Are we good? If I put my head over there, it's fine. No, it's speaking up. What the fuck's going on? Howdy, everybody. Welcome back to Cannibal Crossing Quickie, which isn't, I'm not even doing Cannibal Crossing today. Welcome to a camera crossing Quickie. That's a good one. Camera crossing Quickie. Maybe that's going to be like a sub-series to this series. Who knows? It's basically just me here to talk about a couple things and just sort of, say some stuff that I've been thinking about, that I've been meaning to talk about for a minute, other than whatever the fuck's happening here. It's like a sandwich. Why is there a sandwich? I don't know if it's because of the new light bulbs I got, which is the thing I was going to talk about today. Really quick. There's a couple topics that I had to just quickly mention because it's not going to come up tomorrow for Straight and Deep. But first and foremost, apologies for missing the last couple of streams. I'm not dead, as some may think. I'm not dead. Just been both busy and very tired. Very, very tired. I've been sleeping in like crazy. I don't mean to. I had my phone sitting on the table for the longest time. So I would like get up to like turn off the alarm instead of putting it next to me. And what I would do is I've started autopiloting, just taking my sock off my foot while sleeping and leaning over and like swiping the alarm off with my foot, not turning it, not like what's the other word? Dreaming it, sleeping it, sleeping it, sleeping it. What's the word? Snoozing it. I'm not snoozing. I'm just straight up swiping it to exit out, saying I know I'm up, let's do this, but I'm not. So in a fugue state, I do that. And so I keep waking up pretty late this next week. Sunday to Wednesday, I want to just stream stuff because I feel like I've let y'all down a little bit. So I apologize there. So yeah, that's the main thing I want to talk about. Was just sorry that I'm not here today or on Tuesday. Just been really tired and busy and stuff. As you can also see, I kind of messed up the room a little bit, so the room's a bit different. Things are a bit lower. It's honestly fucking sick. I'm honestly really happy with how it looks right now. Table's over this way. It's all pretty cool. A bit busy. Also, I just showered, so my hair is kind of fucking weird, but it'll mellow out. It'll mellow out in a bit. One of the things I've been really busy with is obviously the redecorating, and one of the things that came with redecorating was getting new light bulbs because if you can't tell, the room looks a lot brighter. Like, my face still looks a little dark because there's no light over here. If I think I'll put a light over there now, actually the light will be really awesome in this room now because I got daylight bulbs. Who never told me about this? All of you, I'm banning you from the channel. How could you not tell me about daylight bulbs? This thing shines beautifully white. A white light. Oh, I'm really low now. A white light is perfect light. Now I'm too perfect. Perfectly framed. But yeah, like, I'm just, the white light's insane. Like, I got these for like mainly because my sister needed a light bulb, and I was like, I'll get you some. And I saw daylight bulbs, and I'm like, that sounds good. It sounds like it would be bright. Game changer. Immediately took the rest of them and put them in my fucking thing. And after that, I've been on like a rearranging spree, in this house, in this room, I should say. So it's been a lot. This guy's pretty cool, huh? But the main thing is just the daylight bulbs. How the fuck? Why is that not a thing that exists in other, like, well, it does exist, and I'm glad it exists. But why haven't I been told about it sooner? I've been using those shitty, like, fadey yellow ones, which do make, like, obviously it is much more cozy light, but this is how I thrive, baby. This is awesome. This is fantastic. I love this. This is the best lighting I've ever fucking had in my life, and I'm so happy. Everything feels like I can see. It feels like I'm in a doctor's office because it's such a white light. It's awesome. It's just cool. I think it's awesome. The other thing that I came to talk about was sadness and shame because unfortunately something happened while I was away, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Well, I won't show it. I'll give some context first. On Sunday, I worked Sunday. I wasn't supposed to work Sunday, but I worked Sunday anyway. And on the way home, I was, just coming home, and then I was looking like just around because I look around. I'm weird, and I'm so weird. I use my eyes to see around me. But one of my neighbors had this big boxed off thing, not boxed off thing, but like a big box on something, a huge box. I'm talking like it's big. Is it at least like the table, at least the coffee table, if not more so big. So I'm like, holy shit, that thing's huge. And on it is written, "Please give to a good home." And then in parentheses, the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. It plays beautifully, or like something like that. Maybe I did. Clearly, it's something that's stuck with me. If I can't remember exactly what it said, but it plays beautiful music or whatever. I'm like, what is under this thing? And I pull off the fucking cardboard tarp, and there is this. I could have just pulled it up. I could just edit it in this picture, but I'm not gonna. Look at that. It's not gonna. There it is. That thing's so cool, right? It looks fucking awesome, and I was like, oh man, this thing would be so fucking cool to have because I love musical instruments. I'm bad with most of them, but I like them a lot. That thing looks fucking awesome. I was gonna put it on screen for the rest of me talking about it, just so you guys understand what I'm talking about. I'm also not doing anything weird. I'm itching my foot right now, so that's what I'm doing with my hand before anyone gets any funny ideas. Yeah, I was like, oh man, I want this thing so bad, and but I was like, also, it rained before I got home. It rained a bit before I got home, so it was noticeably wet. So I was like, oh, well, not like noticeably wet, but it was still wet, like under the box a little bit. I think he put the box on after it started raining, which was sad. It was very sad. He's in my head. I'm like, oh, well, there's no reason to try to lug this thing around. Actually, I did try, but it was fucking heavy, and I was like, you know what? It's not probably not gonna work. It's like got rained on. There's wires and shit in the back. It's not just like a piano. It's like a whole synthesizer sort of thing where it's like like two stages. You saw it. You see it right now. There. Putting it there. Putting it over this fucking light cheeseburger, whatever the fuck's happening over here. I don't understand that. I don't understand how light works, man. That's fucking weird. But I figured there's no point, and I left, and I went home on with my day. And then a couple days later, I get a ride from my coworker, and I come back, and I'm getting called from my mom. Hold on one sec, everybody. I guess. Dude, what's up, buddy? Look, guys, it's Soup. He's so mad. So, Soup, let's continue my story. What do you have to say? What do you have to say to the people? What do you have to say to the people, buddy? Don't show your asshole. Smoothest draw of the West. Say with me, my child. Okay, where the fuck was I? Where was I? I don't even know anymore. So a couple days go by, and I'm getting a ride home, and I'm joking to my coworker, hey, you should get that piano. It probably works amazing. And they were like, why don't you? I'm like, I don't think it's going to work. It got rained on and stuff. And he's like, oh, that's a shame. And I go inside to my sister, and I tell him, have you seen that fucking piano thing sitting outside their house? And to make a long story short, my god, you're clawing into my bare leg, buddy. To make a long story short, hi, Soup. To make a long story short, he's like grabbing the key. Sorry, this isn't. To make a long story short, I'm actually gonna tell this short story. They convinced me to start trying to bring in this fucking piano into the damn house, and we get it like up the stairs and everything. It takes a long time to get up the stairs, and then I'm like, well, it's only like a few steps, but like either way, I was like, you know what? Before we get it into the house, let me just get a really big extension cord and plug this thing in. Because again, it's got wiring. In order to play it, you got to plug it in. And so we do. And I hit some keys. Yes, hello, buddy. And to my and everyone's surprise, everyone meaning me and my sister, they were the only two people a part of this process. It was playing stuff, and we were like, holy shit, that's incredible. This is amazing. Get it inside. But you know, I always want to fuck around with it some more. Flip some switches and stuff. And through a tumultuous adventure of trying this piano thing out, we discovered that like only like half of it works. Like the top keyboard only really works like third of the time. Some of the keys in the bottom don't really play, if at all. And every time we flicked a switch, it sounded like we were breaking something. Because we flicked a switch and something would drop inside of it. And it's like, what the fuck's going on? I took a look inside. There's a bunch of like little brown circles just floating around the thing. And I don't know if that was like cork to keep it pressed or if it's like rat shit. I don't know. I have no idea what it was. But there was a bunch of it in there. And so I made the executive decision that this is both broken and probably not going to work. And by I mean my sister made that. Because once I got up the stairs and I started fucking around with it and some of it worked, I wanted it. I wanted it in my room right now. But they talked me into it, only to talk me out of it. So we brought it back, and it's still probably there. So if anyone wants it, I'm not telling you the address, but maybe Google Maps has it updated. Maybe the car drove by us in the last couple of days, and now you know where I live. Who knows? But yeah, that's really it. Just a couple of little stories that I've been meaning to tell. Sorry again for not being here for the streams. I will be here. The rest of the week, though, I got a couple more videos. Stranded Deep and Table for One's coming out. Thank you all for the support for the first Table for One back. It's been a while, and I'm glad people like that one. It's really good, and obviously the Retro Bowl love. It's always appreciated. But yeah, next couple days of videos, and then I'm gonna try my best to go for 4-day bam 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 with streaming throughout the entire weekend. Even Sunday, I'm gonna do Retro Bowl, and I'm going to stream. It's gonna happen. I promise. Because I feel bad. But either way, Soup says have a good day, because he's going ham on that shit. Look at him go. Also, that right there is the seat from the piano. I took it because it was just gonna sit out there anyway. So I was like, fuck it. I want a chair. I want a seat, and it was too big, so I use it as a table now. And honestly, it's a pretty nice table. Like, it's not better than the folding table that I have, but like it's just nicer. It's easier to get out because I have the folding table in a really weird place right now. So maybe I'll do some more like physical stuff with that instead of the folding table. We'll see. We'll see what I want to do. Isn't that right, Soup? Isn't that right, buddy? Yes. Isn't that right? You're so sweet, bud. You're such a sweetie. You're such a sweetheart. Alright, that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow for Stranded Deep, where I talk about... I forget. Bye now, everybody.